Brianna, aka Mini Marley, and in today's video, I know I look super duper crazy, but as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys my morning and nighttime hair routine, or basically how I maintain my hairstyles throughout the entire week. Now that is definitely my #1 most asked questions as of late, and I think it's because we know the struggle. Come on, let's be real. You have your bomb twist out, your bomb braid out, and everything's looking fleeky in the daytime, but when you wake up the next morning, sometimes it's just completely raggedy and it's like, oh my gosh, I spent all that time working on my hair. And yeah, so we want to know how to maintain it overnight. So there are a bunch of different techniques, and the first one is a satin pillowcase. Now for me, I am really lazy when it comes to my natural hair, I'll be completely honest. So at nighttime, honestly, most of the time I don't do anything to my hair. I just sleep with it like normal, and the best way to do that is with a satin pillowcase, because it basically eliminates the issue of breakage when your hair basically rubs against the cotton pillowcase and causes friction. That's not good for your hair. So sleeping on a satin pillowcase allows you to just basically sleep carefree without worrying about that. And I know that some people like to do something to their hair and still sleep with a satin pillowcase for extra protection, so that is an option. Another option is sleeping with a satin bonnet. Now, I'm not a satin bonnet type person, but I did purchase one online, a giant one made for natural hair girls. Now, this thing is huge. You can literally fit it over your entire head. But yeah, basically, there has elastic that goes around the perimeter of your hair, which really does keep it on all night. So if you're into the satin bonnet thing, but you have huge hair, I will leave the link for this one, and that is another option for sleeping with your hair overnight. Now, what do I do? So I have 2 different methods besides when I'm being lazy and I don't do anything at all. So I know that one popular way to maintain your hair overnight is the pineapple method. And that basically just involves you pulling your hair to the top and then putting a loose scrunchie around it and basically having it like this. But that personally does not work for me, so I do the exact same thing but with a silk scarf, and it eliminates you having that band around your hair. So this is what my silk scarf looks like. You guys have seen this all the time. I use this for everything, even flattening my edges after I apply gel. So I'm going to show you how I use it to create a sort of makeshift pineapple. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need is just a scrunchie. Super easy. Basically, go ahead and do that pineapple that a lot of you guys have been telling me don't work for you. So just loosely put your hair up like this. And then go ahead and take your silk scarf. Make sure that it's nice and open. And then put it on. So I'm basically just using my silk scarf to keep my hair up in this pineapple shape. So I'm just gonna wrap it around like this and tie it at the back. And as you can see, when I take this out, my hair is all still up. It's nice and smoothed out. And I have this silk scarf on, so it's not gonna rub against my pillow. Gives me a flat surface to sleep on. And of course, it also helps you keep your edges laid down basically, which is another perk. So when you wake up in the morning, your edges are already kind of smoothed out, so you don't have to go ham on the gel. So I'm just gonna go ahead and secure that. So yeah, this is basically exactly what I do. It basically pulls all of your hair up like the pineapple, but you don't have the problem of having that line of demarcation that we all hate. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if this works for you, because it was a lifesaver for me, seeing as the pineapple just was not cutting it. So yeah, here's the first method for maintaining your hair all week. So for the second one, all you're gonna need is a regular silk scarf. This is like a square bandana type thing, but it's the silky version, which you can get at any beauty supply store. As for this scarf, this one I pretty much picked up around my house somewhere, but if you cannot find a scarf like this, you can just go to a fabric store and get a piece of fabric cut out just like this. Just make sure it's nice and silky, and that will be fine. So for this one, with the silky bandana scarf type thing, I basically use this depending on the situation. It kind of depends on how my hair is and how, you know, it's looking, and it's just a case-by-case basis. But if I do choose to do it, I basically just go ahead and create a triangle with it by folding it in half. You know how that goes. And then I pull my hair back like this, making sure it's all in this direction. And if you have trouble with that, you can also use this scrunchie again and just create a loose low puff like this, nothing serious. Smooth everything out, and then I just tie it down with my scarf. Pull it back, get rid of this scrunchie, and then I just sleep like this. So that is literally it, nothing serious. I find that this really works for me because it just doesn't put that scrunchie. Anything with a scrunchie just does not work for me. I find that I get the line and it's just kind of really annoying. So I know you're probably wondering, doesn't this like straighten out the part of your hair that it's, you know, tied down tightly on? But honestly, if you just take it off and leave it off for a little while in the morning while you're getting ready, basically take it off as soon as you wake up, and while you're getting ready, it kind of just fluffs back and your curls just naturally take their shape again. So I have absolutely no problem with it. So my scarf has been off for a couple hours and this is what my hair is looking like. So all I like to do basically is just go through with my hands, and I just like to pull on it and kind of mold it into the shape that I like it. And if you're into using a pick, this would be a really good time to get that out and start picking at your hair. Now, if your hair is not this pliable and easy to work with once you take it out of the scarf, you can just spritz it a little bit with a tiny bit of water, not a lot because this will cause frizz, letting you know right now. But just go ahead and spritz it maybe 3 times, really simple with water, and it'll make your hair loosen up a bit and it'll be easier for you to just kind of fluff it out. Now, another thing that I do sometimes if my hair like really shrinks up overnight is I will get out my blow dryer, and if you're really scared of heat, you don't want to use a lot of it on your hair, then I do not recommend this. I know it's not that good for my hair, but when I really want to fix my hair and make sure it looks good, sometimes I'll just get my blow dryer out, I'll hold my hair taut at the ends, and I'll just like blow dry the roots a little bit, and that also helps really loosen up my curls. So the next thing that I do is work on my edges. So I like to get out a gel, any gel will work, but today I'm using the Nexus Extra Gel, and it has really great hold. It's a nice sculpting gel and it is beautiful. Do you see this packaging? I don't know, if you're into packaging like me, then you'll like this. So I basically just get out a little bit of this gel and I'm putting that on the back of my hands, and then using my little hair toothbrush, I'm just gonna go in and smooth out my edges. Okay, so today I'm not going for a really super sleek look, so I'm not gonna tie down my hair, but if you are going for a sleeker look and you wanna make sure that your edges are really laid, you guys always ask me about my edges, and I basically just go ahead and apply my gel, whatever gel I decide to use that day, and then I take my silk scarf and I basically just tie it around my edges just like this. Tie it at the top, and then I keep this on while I'm doing my makeup or, you know, picking out my outfit, whatever the case may be, and that will really slick down your edges and make sure that they stay flat all day long. So after you take down your twist out or your braid out, the next day it can kind of be a little bit dull looking and it's not as shiny as it was the first day. So I recommend using some kind of shine serum or shine spray to put that shine back into your hair. So there are a ton of different options, but today I'm using this Tresemme Illuminating Shine Spray, and it's a part of their Keratin Smooth line, and I find that it really works great for adding shine to my hair, but you can use whatever you'd like, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spray that. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. That is just gonna add a little bit of shine back to my style, and I am ready to go. I hope that these tips really helped you guys finally answer some of your questions about how I maintain my hair throughout the week. And a braid out or a twist out or a wash and go usually will last me a good 3 to 4 days, and then after that I might put it up into a puff or do some other kind of hairstyle with it. So yeah, tell me in the comments below, did this really help you? Do you like my modified pineapple technique using a silk scarf? Do you prefer to just sleep on a silk pillowcase? What do you do as your nighttime routine? Comment below. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in my next video, so peace out.